Alright, so we're here live with Bo Daniel Feekins, the captain of the boys football team, otherwise known as Bo Buckets. And he's also the son of the coach, the infamous Lee Feekins. So, Bo, just tell me, I've always wondered before, how does it feel like being the coach's son? Is there any prejudice against that in the locker room?
I mean, I think being the coach's son, you kind of have to set like an example. In a way, there's like the stereotype of if you're the coach's son, you're kind of like bad, but you play because your dad's the coach. But for me, it's I always try to work to to not be part of that stereotype. My dad's always been like the coach of my team, and it doesn't really affect me. And I think if other people Uh, I think most other people would agree that it doesn't really affect me. It doesn't really affect him, and there's no prejudice.
Do you feel like the guys have perhaps a bit more respect or more scared of you in that sense?
I mean,
I'm not saying like, oh damn, Bo Bucky's coming along. Yeah, he's gonna make the coach is gonna make us run suicides, but more like, all right, he's the coach's son. You gotta listen up, guys.
I mean, if I think if anyone would be scared, or in that retrospect, they would treat me differently because my dad's a coach. I think that's stupid. I think that's wrong, and I think if they believe that the only reason I'm successful or the only reason I'm a good player is because of that, then they're very wrong. Well, it takes hard work, it takes a lot of practice, and I think anyone on the team would know that it takes hard work to get to where you are as a football player. So just to say, oh, he's there because his dad's there is a little, I would say,
Yeah, fair.
unfair.
Yeah,
Yes.
well said, Bo. And
Captain's
speaking of,
injured, so our captain is Greg. He injured his leg 3 weeks ago, and so he's out for the rest of the season. But he's the captain, and I think overall on our team, at the end of the day, the captain's just the guy that walks out and leads the team. He's the first person in line, and he just has the title captain. He wears the armband, but in the end of the day, I think everyone has their own responsibility of being a leader. You can lead in many ways. You can lead by example. You can lead vocally. There are many ways to lead. So
undeniably, are you the guy?
I think everyone has a responsibility. It's the reason you have 11 players on the field instead of one. So to just say, "Oh, I'm the guy" or "I'm the captain," is unfair to the whole team.
But do you feel a certain kind of pressure when you step on the field that
The only pressure that I feel comes from myself. I always go out there. I want to give 100%. I want to play for the school, play for my teammates, give my hardest, and I know if I'm giving 100%, no matter what the result, you can step off the field and you can look at yourself and say I did my best job. And I think it's the same for everyone. They give the only pressure. I mean, we play in CISA, and CISA is big for our school. But at the end of the day, it's a football tournament between international schools. It's not the World Cup. It's not the Premier League. It's not the Champions League. So of course the desire to win is very high. Like everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to win badly, and for this school especially, we've never won a CISA tournament at the high school boys level. So I think the desire is there to win, but the pressure is only put on by yourself because that desire to win.
you guys were pretty close last year, weren't you?
Yeah, the last 2 years we went to the finals when I was in the secondary too, and last year we came third. So we've been third, we've been second.
What do you feel like was missing in that? Just one step from greatness, like getting the school first back on.
I think a lot of it is just whether or not the ball rolls your way on the day. In when we reached the finals when I was in secondary 2 years ago, when we reached the finals, we were not the best team. We weren't even the second best team, but we came second. We played an incredibly good match in the semifinals. We got some luck and we reached the finals. And even though we come home and we have second place medals, were wearing second place medals, we weren't necessarily the second team. So I think that's just the story of every CISA tournament. Last year, I thought we could have come higher than third place, but we ended up coming third place. Last year, we beat the team that ended up winning the whole tournament. So there's just at the end of the day, it takes skill, it takes hard work. You know, whoever wants it can go and get it. But there is an aspect of luck, and I think if we give our hardest, if we go out there, work our hardest, we give everything that we had left, it's definitely have a chance. 100%.
And so, CISA being just a few days away, what would you say the team's chemistry is?
Well, we actually this year we were very fortunate. We got to go to Israel before we went to CISA. I think almost everyone on the team is friends. You know, it's always a weird dynamic at school because you spend a lot of the time with the kids in your grade and not that much time with kids outside your grade or with kids a lot younger than you. Like, for example, a senior to a freshman, they don't spend that much time together. But football and sport is one of that ways that brings those type of people together. So I thought in Israel everyone was bonding really well, and I think we got good chemistry. I think there's no hate between any of our players. There's nothing like that. So there's all love. Brothers. We're
So
brothers.
big brotherhood, yeah. Even
Brotherhood.
us, the cameraman, right? And so I have another thing to ask. Guys like Serge and Greg, they're mostly known as the football guys. Like football is their main priority sport throughout the year. That's just, and you yourself, you have the remarkable flexibility to provide leadership during the football season and also the basketball. So how do you manage it all mentally? How do you keep the spark alive for both sports? Because I know you practice every Tuesday basketball and sometimes ball out with the fam, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're just two different seasons. You got football season in the spring. I mean, you got football season in the fall, and then you got basketball season in the winter. And they're just two different things. They're completely different to me. It's like when one finishes, it begins like a whole nother sport year. You could say it's like a different dynamic between football and basketball. It's for me. As I said, the only pressure there is that the ones that I put on myself, the pressure that I put on myself. So at the end of the day, there's it's not that
So
difficult.
you wouldn't say the focus is a problem for either of the sports?
No. I would say, yeah. You just as soon as the season switches, the mentality switches, the sport switches, and also like it takes a while to adjust. Like next week when football season is done, when season's finished and it's all said and done, it'll take me a week or two to adjust to basketball. Um, I think football always comes first, so it's hard. It's harder to adjust from football to basketball. Um, it is what it is.
And let's fast forward a day from now. You're heading into Budapest with the squad. So you have been like a highly decorated CISA vet. You've been to a lot of CISA throughout your years in middle school and high school. What about Budapest? Is it a new venue for you?
It is the last one left on the list.
Oh wow!
So check it off. It's going to be exciting. They say Budapest is probably the most beautiful CISA city, so I'm excited to go there. Yeah, a lot of it's going to be playing soccer, and I saw the school already. The school's beautiful, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go our best for him. We got like guys like Toby, Serge, guys like even guys that are new to the school have the same hunger. Everyone wants to win. Maybe some people have different reasons for why they want to win, but at the end of the day, I said this in the beginning. No other high school team has won a CISA competition before, so to be the first would be quite an achievement.
And do you have any pre-game rituals before your football games? Because I know last time it was the trip in Tbilisi for basketball was very emotional. Like you took out those second place medals and you decided no, not this year. Is there anything like that sort of sentiment for you in football?
I mean, I could pull out second place medals. I can pull out third place medals. I can pull out fourth, fifth, sixth, last. You know, I think we've done it all, and I think at the end of the day, we're gonna go this tournament and we're gonna give 100%. I 100% know that everyone's gonna give everything they have left. It's little things like pre-game rituals. They do a lot, but at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself. You know, your coach can believe 100% that you're gonna win. Your fans can believe 100% that you're gonna win. They can have full-on intensity, but if you, as the player, don't believe it, or if you as a player are not mentally ready, you're not prepared, you're not motivated enough, then you're not gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, you're on the pitch. Pre-game ritual, we listen to a lot of music. In Israel, we got some music, we got a nice...
What'd you listen to in Israel?
I think our go-to right now is Walk It, Talk It.
Okay, like a
Feekins. Serge and Greg, they've got the lyrics down, and so they kind of rap to it, and everyone else just vibes to it. And of course, a very popular one is Mo Bamba. We vibe to that one as well. So
Oh my God,
yeah. I'm not sure they know who Mo Bamba is, but yeah, the song is what counts.
Alright, thank you very much for your time, Bo Buckets. I wish you good
Malik.
luck.
Thank you, Malik. Pleasure to have you today.
High school boys, we got this.